And the British not showing at the moment. And Ondiiki's really stretched them out. He's caught them a little bit. And an injection of pace has made a major, major difference.
And he does look comfortable at this pace.
Married to Lisa Martin, the Australian Commonwealth Marathon champion. And she was telling us last week that Jobers has cut down on his racing schedule. He's picking and choosing his races this season, and it's paying off. The last lap was a 61, so he's just run 3 laps in 3 minutes and 1 second after that slow start. I seem to remember a young man in 1974 who's sitting next to me, running something like 3 minutes in the middle of a 5,000 metres in Rome when he destroyed Viren and won the European title, Brendan Foster.
Well, the difference that day, David, was that I waited a little bit longer. I didn't go this early, and I think Jobers Ondiiki to run 3 minutes and carry it in his legs with 8 laps to go is a tough test. Baissa of Ethiopia, second place, and Khaled Scar knew he couldn't sustain that pace. Now the question is, how tough mentally is Jobers Ondiiki? He's obviously...
And she can't bear to watch.
Well, she said she'd be on the warm-up track today, and she said she'd pop in and have a look at the television, and depending on how it was, whether she could bring herself to watch Jobers running. Well, Jobers has got a good gap on the field, and these are the important laps for him. He needs to work hard. He knows how he's hurting. He really has to be hurting now. He's put so much pressure on them, and that was a 63-second lap. He needs a couple of more of those, and then the world record is in sight, but I'm not sure he'll even have that on his mind today. I think he's only concerned about winning the race. And looking down the field, Gary Staines is running a good race in 7th place or 8th place there, and Rob Denmark beginning to work his way back and move up to about 10th. So the Britons are acquitting themselves well, but this man has destroyed this as a race.
And conditions, well, it's blistering hot. 4 anxious laps these for Ondiiki. He went through 3,000 metres in 7:46. That's Baissa, this great young talent, 18. The World Junior 5,000 metre champion from Ethiopia. Baumann of Germany, the Olympic silver medalist. Followed by Dionisio Castro. And Scar, Ulmala, Stain, but Taib is 3rd. And it's showing in the laps as they go by. The last one was a 66, the slowest lap he's run since that opening lap of 67. He's got Doug Padilla, the American, in front of him. And it's not often you see internationals of his ability lapped in a 5,000 metre race, but he's going to be lapped. 2 laps to go for Ondiiki. We'll get the gap now. And Baissa coming up, and the gap is about 10 seconds. But Taib in 3rd place. 4th is Castro. 5 is Baumann. 6 is Ulmala. 7 is Scar and going backwards. 8 is the other Castro twin. 9 is Denmark. And Gary Staines has had enough. He's going backwards. In fact, he's in about 12th place at the moment and suffering.
600 meters to go for Jobers Ondiiki, and he's getting tired. He really is getting tired, and obviously there's a good explanation for it. Those early laps where he ran 4 minutes and 2 seconds for the 4 laps. But he'll be relieved when he sees the bell. He'll come into the finishing straight, and they'll change the lap score. And Jobers is 1 lap away from the World Championship victory that he's dreamed about.
The dream, I believe, is going to come true. He's approaching 1 lap to go. The time has slowed dramatically, 12:09. Baissa is still closing, but surely the gap is too great. And the crowd trying to help the bold Kenyan on his way around this final 400 metres. The stride shorter and shorter. Baissa is closing, but the gap is still 35 to 40 metres. 250 metres left. The message from the brain to the limbs must be drive, drive. 200 metres left. Baissa is still closing. But Taib in 3rd place. But Jobers Ondiiki is safe. 30 years old. Fell in the Commonwealth Games final. was ill for the Seoul final and finished 12th, but today has come right away. Baissa with a tremendous sprint, but it's too late. Ondieki looks back anxiously, but wins the world title at 5,000 metres. Baissa came home like a 100-metre runner for the silver medal, only 18 for Ethiopia, and a bronze for the Moroccan Brahim Batayeb. Bowman in 4th place, Castro 5. In 6th place, Scar, 7th Ulbala, 8th the other Castro twin, 9th Denmark of Great